What's up, YouTube? Got another yo-yo review to do today. This is the Freshly Dirty and Radical C's Canary. So, this is the final run of the Canary, a collaboration between Freshly Dirty and Radical C's. This is the Canary, this is the Freshly Dirty Special Edition colorway. This is Canary in a coal mine. As you can see, it's black and gold, which is beautiful. Much love to the Freshly Dirty guys for sending this over to me. Let's get into the specs of this bad boy. Diameter is 52.4 millimeters. It is 43 millimeters wide. It weighs in at a lovely light 63.9 grams. Has a D bearing with it's a concave D bearing, so small bearing. Comes with the Freshly Dirty D pads, which you can get. I was wondering on the Untitled Yo-Yo where you could get the pads for this. You can actually buy the pads directly from Freshly Dirty on their site. Links down in the description for all of this stuff. But let's get into the Canary. So the Canary is, again, this is a re-release. This yo-yo came out, I want to say, early, mid-2018. And they did the first run of it, sold out very quickly. And this is part of the second run. This is a special colorway. Again, shout out to the Freshly Dirty guys for this. It's beautiful. It's phenomenal. Much like its the larger Freshly Dirty yo-yo that I did the other day. The D-bearing really changes how this feels. Whereas that yo-yo, the Untitled yo-yo, played and felt bigger than it was. Like, it felt like kind of a big floaty yo-yo, but it was just a regular sized yo-yo. This also plays bigger than it is, but it's kind of smaller. Again, I think that all has something to do with relation in the bearing and the size of the bearing and what have you. Clearly not a competition spec'd yo-yo so much, but honestly the performance is very good. It performs very well. It's, you know, spins plenty long. You'll be able to get through your tricks. This is really kind of a great EDC yo-yo though. Really something, one, it's fun and it's different. Two, it's very capable of literally everything you want to throw at it. It's not like, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say you're going to become world champion playing this yo-yo, but it's not like, it's not hard to play. You know what I mean? It's a little on the smaller side, but like I said, it kind of plays and feels bigger than it is, while sort of still being small and very nimble and easy to get around and easy to get off the string, etc. Kind of a nice organic shape, sort of. It's like an organic, almost H. Got that step in there. Very cool. I really like this splash, if you can't tell. Black and gold, clearly my thing. This is black and gold. Got the cool little Canary with his little coal miner's hat on. He's very cool, dude. Very cool. Grind finish feels great. Pretty much same blast finish as the Untitled yo-yo. Feels very nice, very smooth. And really just overall, it was cool design before. It's still cool design on the re-release. This is definitely something you're going to want to pick up before, you know, as they restock them. I'm not sure if they've dropped them all yet. I don't think that they have. It's currently showing sold out, but I'm not sure if that's just because they haven't stocked them yet. But links are in the description. So, yeah, love this thing. Have been loving it. Have been carrying it a lot. Brought it to work with me several times. Play it a lot. It's been a constant since it showed up last week. It's enough of me just like blah-blahing on about it though. Let's throw it around a little bit. I'll show you guys what this thing can do. We are back with the Freshly Dirty and Radical C's Canary. First thing you're gonna notice about this yo-yo is that it flows incredibly well. I would say this is one of those yo-yos that sort of has more flow. You know, some yo-yos kind of flow better than others. This one has just a lovely flow. It still kind of handles wraps really well as well. No snags as far as the response is concerned. Very nice response pads. I like these pads in this. It responds really, really, really well, and handles a little bit of speed. No, you don't feel any snags on the string. A little bit tilty, just because of the smaller diameter, and it's wide for as small as the diameter is, but it's not bad. Just gotta pay attention just a little bit. Good spin times. Great size for chopsticks and stuff. It's a nice small yo-yo. Flows really nice. Regens beautifully. Ejects beautifully as well. Nothing to get hung up on, even though it's got a smaller bearing. Finger spin's doable. Nothing to lock in, but nothing to stop you. Finger spins very well. Grind finish is great. Grinds for days. And still has enough spin left to do whatever you want with it. Thumb grinds are a little tough. No real IRG to get your thumb, but you probably get your thumb in there on that lip. Yeah. Like wants to slip off because it's just sort of rounded over there. But you know, if you're really interested in it, you can bust out some little thumb grind tricks. Nothing too crazy though. Just the amount of fun this yo-yo is to play is really sort of the key, I think, for me. It's just so fun. It's just a yo-yo you want to pick up and throw. Whether that's the size and how it feels, not small, but it is a little smaller, and I'd say this is sort of a medium-sized yo-yo. It's nice and light, and just kind of does everything you want it to do. Decent width on it, so it's not all that hard to catch on the string. Really just plays like a dream. I think that's sort of the whole theory behind Freshly Dirty. Let's do something different that also plays amazingly and that you're just not going to want to put down. And that is what the Canary is. Something that just plays amazingly that I don't want to put down. Let's go ahead, we'll take it apart. I'll show you guys the insides and we'll do pros and cons. Alright, we are back with the Fresh the Dirty and Radical C's Canary. Take this bad boy apart. As you can see, tiny bearing in there. It kind of looks like it's normal, just based on the size of, but because all the diameters and everything are a little smaller. I mean, 52 is not that small. It's used to be pretty standard, but you know, for today's day and age, you see a lot of big diameter yo-yos, but not this one. Although it plays great. All right, so you can see the shape here pretty good. It's kind of just like an organic-y shape with a big step there. Step's nicely rounded over. Goes right to that response pad that you can get at the Freshly Dirty site. Again, that's how you replace these pads. So if you're going to play the crap out of this yo-yo, I would suggest buying some extra pads from the boys over at Freshly Dirty because they got you covered. Good dudes over there. They think of everything. They really do. Nice sort of organic-y shape, kind of like flattens out a little bit here, kind of almost makes it like an H, a little bit, kind of reminiscent, if you want to look at it, of maybe the Aviator 2, a little, just not exactly, but kind of sort of a little bit like that, which might be why I like it so much, because I really like the Aviator 2. It's got kind of a similar type of profile for that, clearly not the same size or shape, like clearly not the same size and a different shape still, but kind of in the same vein. And there you go, you see the concave bearing, little D bearing, spins very smooth, very quiet, very well. Great bearing, great little bearing. And nice long axle. I've carried this a ton. I've taken it apart a few times. It's really great. There's really no, this is your sort of everyman type of yo-yo. It flows really well, plays very well. It's a good size, it's not bulky in your book bag. I usually throw it in when I take yo-yos to work, I usually just throw them in my bag, my backpack, and take them to work. It fits in there great, not bulky. Great size for literally everything. I mean, it can handle anything I could throw at it. I'm not saying I'd, necessarily want to do big long contest routines with it. It's clearly not, a competition bimetal type of yo-yo, but as far as size, shape, performance, everything, I mean, it's kind of everything I want in like an everyday carry kind of yo-yo. It flows, it's fun, it's really great to play. And I really like the shape a lot as well. The concave D bearing is cool because it makes it feel different. So if you carry one, a different yo-yo, if other days, and maybe carry this a different day, it plays completely different. It's not the same feel every day, and I think that's really what Freshly Dirty is going for, and what Radical C's wanted to also embrace with this. Also love this colorway. So let's do pros and cons. Pros, great finish, great shape. It's a great size. It really is very different. Different, I think, to me is a huge pro. I've got 5 cases full of yo-yos. Nothing plays or looks like this. Exactly. This is very different. I've got, you know, there's over 100 yo-yos over there. This is not like any one of them, and that's just such a high pro for me right now. I can't even describe. Finger spin's great. Can't really thumb grind. I don't know if that's a con, but it's kind of, it's up there as a con, I guess, if that's what you're looking for. A little bit tilted, not the stablest yo-yo, but at the same time, it's not supposed to be like a competition-based yo-yo. Like, this is a fun yo-yo. And it's not unstable. It's just not competition level stable, if that makes sense. That's really probably the only con, although it's not a con. It's just, that's my only, like, if you're expecting to buy this and go win worlds, you know, I'm sure if you're Evan Nagao, you could probably win worlds with this, maybe. Yeah, but it's not spec'd or set up for that. So that's just something you ought to know going into it. But otherwise, fantastic. I love it. Right now, definitely on one of my top 10 of the year. And I know we're only into February, but I'm... Oh, wait, this came out last year. It doesn't qualify, but this is fantastic. This is a fantastic yo-yo. Definitely something. This is going to be the last run of them. So you're going to want to get in on these. Fantastic yo-yos. Very excited to have one. And thank you to the Freshly Dirty guys. You guys are amazing. And so check them out. Freshly Dirty, Radical C's. Links in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you. I'll see you next time.